It was an early autumn morning in a quiet suburban neighborhood of Oregon when Michael Turner stepped into his backyard, hoping to enjoy the crisp air with his coffee. But what he found would shift the course of his day, and perhaps his life. Floating in the cold waters of his backyard pool was a tiny raccoon, soaked to the bone, trembling uncontrollably and desperately clinging to the pool's edge with the last of its strength. "I didn't think twice," Michael recalls. "I just dropped my mug and ran." Without hesitation, he reached into the water and gently scooped up the fragile creature. The little raccoon didn't resist. Its body was limp, exhausted from what must have been hours of struggling to stay afloat. Michael wrapped the shivering animal in a soft towel and brought it inside. He placed it beside a heater and gently dried its fur, whispering soothing words as the raccoon's rapid breathing slowly began to calm. It was so small, so helpless. I couldn't just leave it. Over the next several days, Michael did everything he could to help the animal recover. He fed it small portions of fruit and softened kibble, and kept it in a quiet corner of the house where it could rest undisturbed. Remarkably, the raccoon, whom Michael's daughter named Rusty, began to respond quickly. Within a week, he was walking more steadily, curiously sniffing around the furniture, and even accepting the occasional scratch behind the ears. But the most surprising transformation came from Duke, the family's 8-year-old Labrador retriever. Known for his aloofness around strangers and animals alike, Duke shocked everyone when he gently approached Rusty and nudged him with his nose. From that moment on, the two were inseparable. By the second week, Michael often found them curled up together on the rug by the fireplace, sharing naps like lifelong companions. What began as an emergency rescue became a heartwarming bond. Rusty, once a frightened, shivering creature at the brink of death, now had a warm bed, regular meals, and, most importantly, a family that cared for him. He followed Michael from room to room, climbed into his lap during reading time, and chirped excitedly when the back door opened. For Michael, the experience has been transformative. It's strange, he muses. You think you're rescuing an animal, but in some ways, they rescue you too. Rusty brought warmth into our home during a difficult time. He reminded us of what it means to care without expecting anything in return. Local wildlife experts later confirmed that releasing Rusty back into the wild might not be possible, as his young age and close bond with humans and Duke could place him at risk. Michael, with no hesitation, offered him a permanent home. Now, months later, Rusty is no longer a guest, he's family. And every time Michael looks at him curled up beside Duke, he's reminded of that chilly morning, and how a simple act of compassion turned a chance encounter into a lifetime of love.